Good morning. It is day 3 in the new house, and I really was going to come to you guys earlier, like a day or two ago. I literally could not find a comb or my shampoo. I was just a hot, sweaty mess. I finally found a comb and some shampoo, and I'm freshly showered this morning. I did my hair, and I'm clean, and I actually smell pretty good. So if you were here, you would find that out. I am sitting out front. It's a lovely morning, about 8:30 in the morning. Already been up with the puppy, did the whole walk thing, and had some coffee. So I thought I would give you guys an empty house tour today and show you what I'm going to be working with as I continue and move forward with my decorating and turning this place into a home. Now, let me give you a little bit of backstory so you understand the whole scenario behind this. I was actually here about a month ago, and I came for 2 weeks to see if I might like to move here for a little while or maybe forever. We don't know that yet. And I was looking at the rental market, and here's the thing with the rental market in Aiken, there isn't one. There really isn't. There was only 2 houses that I would have considered met my criteria and that would be something that I would actually live in, and this was one of them. So it wasn't so much a matter of choosing which one. It was like, you want this one or the other one. I liked this house better than the other one because of the location. I am in the most spectacular location. It's just absolutely divine. I'm about a block and a half off of Boundary Avenue, which is the most beautiful street I think I've ever been on. It is shaded with these live oak trees that were planted on either side of the street, so it has a canopy over the street. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm about a block and a half off of Boundary Avenue, and I'm only a half a block from Colton, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is the dog walking street. It's like dog freeway in the morning, although it's very, very laid back and peaceful and quiet. The really neat thing about my neighborhood is that the streets are very, very quiet, and there is a meridian in between most streets, so that's one way in one direction and the other way on the other side of the meridian, and the meridians are grass covered and oak tree filled. It's absolutely stunning. So here's a little vision of the oak tree that I get to look out at every morning. So that is the view from my living room, and in addition, there's the cat as well. So while I'm very, very happy with the location and I'm fairly happy with the house, there are some issues that I'm going to need to work around when I work on the decorating. This house was actually built in 1971. It's funny because I would have thought that it was more in the 1950s, but it was built in 1971, and someone bought it about a year ago and fixed it up with the intention of renting it. Now here's what happens when that occurs in a property. The owner comes in and makes cosmetic changes to the house. Sometimes there's electrical that has to be dealt with. Sometimes you have to work with the HVAC. I know all of this because I have flipped homes in my life. I think I've flipped about 4 or 5 different homes. This one was being prepped for a rental. So generally what the owner is looking for are cosmetic changes that are going to be attractive, which this home has quite a few. What happens with that is that the owner never actually lives in the home prior to it be putting up for rent. So there's no investigation about whether the improvements are actually functional and really work well. It's just that they look good. And I think that that is true with some of the things in this house. There's plenty about it that I absolutely love. It has gorgeous wood floors. The kitchen has been redone and it's very, very nice, as well as the bathroom. The bathroom has been enlarged. It's a double sink, and there's been some nice decorative elements added. However, it is a very small house. I'm pretty sure that my 3-bedroom apartment that I left in the Lake Tahoe area is bigger than this. There are 3 bedrooms ranging from super small to sort of smallish mid-size, and I have decided what I'm going to be doing in each one of those rooms. The kitchen space is fairly large, and it's a kind of a kitchen dining combination where I'll have just a small dining table. My dinner party days are behind me. I'm not thinking about doing that at all. And if I do entertain, it will be in the backyard. I do have a decorating style in mind, and it is light and airy and bright. The walls are painted a light gray, which I wish they were a little bit more tinted towards white because the house is so small. It would have helped with making it look bigger. I want the furniture to mainly be a backdrop to lots of houseplants. I'm going to be really decorating with plants in this particular home. I want the furniture itself to be very light, to be appropriate size for the smaller rooms, just a real fresh look with a little bit of hippie thrown in. So I'm really excited about decorating this place. It's going to be fairly easy because it's not very big. I don't need that much furniture. Can you see the cat behind me? He's meowing. He's in there with little Lucy Lou. They have been adjusting really, really well. Little Lucy Lou loves this area. We can walk right out the front door and go for a walk. Dex has lots of windows to look out of, so he's pretty happy as well. So let's go ahead and jump into an empty house tour now, and I'll show you the things that I like and the things that I think that need to be addressed or worked with that aren't the best, that I'm going to have to do something creative to make them work and function well. So let's hop right into that now. This is the bedroom that I'm going to be using as the master. It's actually the medium-sized bedroom, and it's the one in the middle. There's 3 bedrooms. The bedrooms are lined up in shotgun fashion down the hallway. The first one is my studio. This one is going to be used as the master. It's the middle-sized bedroom, so I can keep the larger room for my zen den. All Jen. So this bedroom is just really standard. It's not very big, but it does have 2 lovely windows, which really work for me. Again, the beautiful hardwood floors. These are just so gorgeous, and you don't see these very much. So I feel very fortunate to have these to work with. The bedroom itself has a few issues. The first is this breaker panel over on the wall here, and if it was more in the middle, it'd be easy to cover up with artwork, but because it's tucked right up against the corner, I'm going to have to get clever about how to work with that and pretty much hide it. The other issue is this fan on the ceiling. It's black, and I don't really want to look at a black fan for a year. I'm thinking about changing it out to something lighter, and I do think it is way too big for this room. This belongs in a larger living room area. In addition, it's installed incorrectly and it wobbles and makes noise when it's on, so that's not working for me. So the fan is definitely going to have to be addressed. In addition, it has just this very small closet area. They're double doors. The doors were not changed out from the originals, so, I'm just going to have to work around it. The closets themselves are very, very small. So either I'm going to have less clothes or install some type of standalone hanging area. That's yet to be determined. This is the first bedroom right down the hall to the left, and it's really quite small. I think maybe 12 by 12. There's not much space in here, but I think it'll be perfect for a filming studio. And you can see that we still have the older closet doors here and smaller closet area. But I think this is going to be plenty to house my makeup and skincare and the other things that I'm testing and trying. And I do like the fact that this room is a little bit smaller, so it will help the audio not reverberate so much around the room. This room here is the 3rd bedroom down the hallway, and you can see this is the staging area for everything that I shipped and brought, and it's a heck of a mess right now. But this room is actually the biggest room that the house has, and probably is commonly used for the master. I'm not going to use it for the master. I'm going to use this for my Zen room. And the idea was inspired from my friend Jen, who lives here in Aiken. We met when I was here visiting. She's a Reiki master, and she has the most delightful, she calls it Jen's Zen Room. I think that's the whole name. There might be another word that rhymes with Zen in there. But this is going to be where I exercise, where I do my yoga, where I do my rebounder, where I meditate. So it's going to be decorated in a very, very organic way, just for comfort and soothingness. Lots of feel-good things like crystals and an atomizer and that sort of thing. So although it looks a little like a wreck right now, look at all this stuff I have to find places for. It's going to end up being a delightful space. The kitchen has been nicely refinished. You can see again we have a continuation of these beautiful hardwood floors. They're really stunningly beautiful and freshly waxed, so that's nice. And you can see the cabinetry is attractive and the chevron pattern in the subway tile behind. New appliances, nice hood, range, dishwasher, that sort of thing. So the kitchen really is a nice spot in the house. And you can see my farmer's market haul. Let's see, I got local honey, tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers. Those are fresh eggs from free-range chickens, cantaloupe in the background, and of course some South Carolina peaches right there in the front. Oh, and let's not overlook the bell peppers. I can't wait to make a salad with all of this. So the kitchen is quite lovely. I really am very pleased with that. And there's actually enough room to put like a cutting board or sort of an island thing right here, which I might do. I think that could really help with the functionality of the kitchen. Over here is the dining area and a door to the backyard. I am going to do some storage. I might even do a very thin rack on the far side of the refrigerator here to store things like olive oil and spices and condiments, that sort of thing. And then I'm thinking about a small little round cafe table here with just a couple of chairs. You know, my dinner party days are behind me, so I don't need seating for a whole bunch of people. And again, nice light fixture here. So plenty of potential. I do like this space right over here as you come in the archway into the kitchen. I'm going to be putting some plants in there and then maybe some type of baker's rack to put, you know, vegetables and stuff from the farmer's market or whatever it is I've got on tap for eating that week. So this is a nice little space, not only to grow some pretty house plants, but for storage as well. These are the shelf organizers that I'm actually really liking. They come in a number of sizes, like a medium size, and then this is the adjustable size. It goes from 19 inches up to 32 inches. They're really nice because they're wire, so they're not wobbly like the plastic ones. I'm using them in my kitchen and in my bathroom, so loving the fact that I found these. You can see how well this has worked in my kitchen cabinet. It really is nice and sturdy, which is so surprising to me because generally these kind of shelves that you insert into wood shelves are really wobbly and just don't work. But these I'm very, very happy with. I actually went back and bought a few more sets. And it is holding my dishes really nicely. It's not in the least bit wobbly or I don't feel like it's going to crash down or anything. I'm really pleased with these shelf units. Here is another really good find I found at Walmart. You know, I was spending a lot of time at Walmart getting household things, you know, like cleaners and organizing baskets and all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm trying to get away from plastics in the kitchen. I haven't completely done it, but I'm trying to have more glassware that I mix my food in and store my food in. So I went over and looked, and they have this set at Walmart from Anchor Hawking. And by golly, it is such a good deal. There's 30 pieces in it, but I'm pretty sure that they're including the lids in that number 30. But there are so many glass containers in this set. and they're really nice size. They go all the way from this bigger size right here, and this is what I've been mixing my salads in the evenings, to a more medium size that you would like put leftover chili or soup or something in there. And then they have this sort of smallish size, and then these littler ones that are really kind of, oh, you could put sauces or, you know, that sort of thing, or just tiny little leftovers in here. It's really a nice set. And you know what I did is, once I brought it home and I saw how nice it was, I looked it up on Amazon to see if they sell it on Amazon as well, and they don't. And if you go over and look on Amazon, you'll see that these kind of sets are a lot more expensive there than what this was at Walmart. This was under $30 for all of this. I think it was like $24, $26, something like that. What I think happened is, I think that Walmart made a special deal with Anchor Hawking to put this set together, and so they could sell it in their stores. It's really a great bargain. I'm going to see if I can find it on the Walmart website and go ahead and link it below if you need some glass storage containers for your kitchen, because I think this is just such a good deal. This closet is the laundry closet. It is just a standard little laundry closet. I'm going to try to fit in a stacking washer and dryer because my loads are really small. It's just me. So I would like to have part of the space in this laundry closet to use for storage, you know, put a shelf in there and have a backup pantry in that area. Lucy. This property has just one bathroom, but I do feel like they've done a nice job of making it very, very adequate, if not generous, for this size of a house. There are double sinks and double mirrors, which I appreciate. And although there are no real drawers other than these large drawers at the bottom, there is generous spacing underneath the sinks so that there is plenty of storage. It doesn't look like it initially when you walk in, but there is plenty of storage. It's just a different type of storage than I was used to in my last place. My last place had a tall open door cabinet with shelves in it that I could keep all my skincare, which was lovely. They have done a nice job of creating a look with these mirrors, and the fixtures are nice as well. One thing that I think is really cool is how they handled the flooring. This is an interesting subway tile look. I know it's not tile, I'm sure it's vinyl, but it looks very, very pretty, and I'm happy to work with it because it really is a good look. The bathroom itself is fairly large, so I don't feel like I'm going to be cramped in here. One thing I'm going to have to do is always keep it presentable if I have company over. I don't know if I'm going to have company over, but if I do, I want to make sure that it's clean in here. We have a tub and shower combination here. The tub is actually very nice. It has a curved front, which gives it more space and more room. And I'm going to make sure that I create a little area here for candles and bath salts and that sort of thing to really give it a luxury feel. Clearly, this shower curtain is going to be changed out. I actually brought my curtain from my other place that's nice. That will be replacing this one. Other than that, I think I am going to add some additional furniture in here. It is big enough that I could put a console table underneath this towel rack here to create more storage space and an area for decorative items and just to make it look pretty. So that'll be fun shopping for that one. All in all, for a house with only one bathroom, I think they did a lovely job. One of the most important things that I have done is that I have literally measured every room. The width and the length and the size of the closets and the windows and how high the windows are, so that I have a really good understanding of what I need and what will fit when I'm out shopping. So I have this little notebook, and all the dimensions in all the rooms are in this notebook. And I also go out to all these different stores with my tape measure, so I can measure whatever it is I'm looking at and know whether it's going to fit or not. This little notebook is so handy Plus, on my phone, on Evernote, if you don't have Evernote, you've got to get Evernote. It is the handiest little app. You can put it on your computer and on your phone. My Evernote has a list of all the furniture that I need for each room. You know how it is when you go into a store and you know you need a lot of stuff, and as soon as you get in there, you can't remember what you were looking for? I actually have a list so that I'm really, really clear on what I'm looking for each room, at least to get everything organized. Now, I have gone to Walmart and bought some organization storage solutions for areas like the bathroom and the kitchen. I have found some great cupboard shelves. You know, they're generally just really funky, like plastic and cheap, and they don't work. I found some metal ones. They're really good. And some great, very affordable storage containers for my skincare and hair care and that sort of thing in the bathroom, as well as ways to organize the kitchen cupboards. So it's really going to come together nicely, and I'm going to have a lot of fun. I hope you're going to enjoy the journey too. So you can see that the house really has some lovely features, and they've done some nice areas that they've really up-leveled the design of the home. I'm excited about putting this together because it's a fun little challenge. There are some great bones to work with. That floor is spectacular. The bathroom is wonderful, the kitchen is wonderful, and we'll work around the other areas as well. So today, the first thing on my agenda, it's Monday morning, is I am going to go buy a washer and dryer, which I desperately need because I have a lot of dirty clothes. And then I'm going to stop by some of the local furniture stores to see if there's anything that I can find. Number one on my list right now is a couch. Having a couch makes it so much easier for me to get done what I need to get done. And it also sort of just creates the theme of the room. Then I can work on getting a rug and a side chair and the tables and that sort of thing. So the couch is what anchors the room for me. I have ordered a few items off of Overstock.com. A console table, a couple of other things, a kitchen table, some chairs, and I'm looking forward to them. One of the things that I am looking for, and I think I want to go to Augusta, Georgia to pick it up. Augusta is only about 20-30 minutes from here, is I want to find a restaurant supply store so I can get a stainless steel work table to put in the kitchen. I think that will really enhance the kitchen area. I can put a vase of flowers on it, have some storage underneath, and also use it as a prep table. There's just not a whole lot of counter space in the kitchen, and I think that will really add not only to the look, but the functionality of the kitchen. So that's my day today. I'm so glad you stopped by. I hope you find this an interesting adventure. I certainly do. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend it with me, and I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video and found it fun, useful, and helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I am off to run errands for the day. It's going to be a fun week, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye now.